Alex had me a little worried at the start of this ladder bookshelf project. There were a lot of tools for this one, but we've dismantled this ladder and now have the front part cut and ready to lean against the wall. Now, it's time to add shelves to this leaning bookshelf.
We have our ladder, it's ready to go. All it needs is shelving, because there's nowhere to put books. We could use all kinds of different stuff. We could find some nice old growth 1x, we could use plywood, it was matchy-matchy, or we could go to Rebuilding Exchange and get $1 cabinet doors.
This only costs $1 here.
They do not match, but I think it's gonna look pretty good when we put them all together.
Yep.
We take the widest, deepest shelf for the bottom. Alex measures the bottom rung of the ladder and marks the shelf to fit. Then, it's time to cut. Far be it for me to criticize another man's power tool. But Alex's chop saw, it's a little small for this cut.
We have a little itty bitty chop saw, 10-inch chop.
That means we have to cut one side, then flip it to cut from the other side.
Line it back up. So there's one shelf cut.
Alrighty.
Now we just repeat the process till all 5 shelves are done.
There we go. Another shelf.
Then it's time to attach. We clamp the bookshelf onto the workbench and get the first one in.
Drop our shelf in, kind of square it up. Here's where you get to decide how far forward to bring the shelf. Kind of just want to make them fairly even. I think I'm going to stick with like 5 or 6 inches. It's kind of wedged, but we're going to want to go ahead and clamp it too. So let's grab one of those little guys. You want to go ahead and make sure both sides are pretty much equal to whatever degree of perfection your brain demands today.
It's a rarity that my brain demands perfection, Alex. It demands adequacy.
This is our first shelf.
There we go.
Alex recommends using 1 1/4 inch drywall screws and screwing in from the bottom. It's a little harder to do, but worth it because you'll have a cleaner look from the top.
Pilot bit is set, you know, just about like that. And our drill is at the ready. As far as placing your screws, you want to you only have about 4 inches of step. You want to get 1 screw at least at the very front and 1 at the back. That shelf's not going anywhere. Rock and roll. 1 down, 4 to go.
Just repeat the steps.
Yeah.
Screwing in the remaining shelves is a little trickier than the first one because you're working around the shelves that are already there. You just have to find the right angle. We space the remaining shelves so that each one is 1 inch shorter than the one below it.
We're gonna just put our last final screw in here just to support the top shelf. I'll just have you hold it. Magic.
There we go.
It should look pretty good for some scrappy wood. Kind of mix and match together.
Alex is partial to the raw look of the mixed scrap wood, but you could give the shelf any look you want with a couple coats of paint or stain. And it's pretty sturdy. So although we'd recommend anchoring it to the wall, this bookshelf should be nice and sturdy even without doing that. It took a few hours and a lot of tools. For the amount of time and work that went into it, this was a totally worthwhile project that only ended up costing around $30 for materials.
Now all we need is some books.